This one is really cute. This is a cupcake Alma bag. I think there should be an option. Like, they should just sell guitar straps that you can add onto your bag, because I do sometimes like a guitar strap. Bigger bags are definitely trending this year. If you look at like a lot of the bags on the runway shows and like what influencers are wearing, they're all in these big sack of bags. Guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. Hope you're having a lovely day today. Today I'm going to talk about the Alma bag from Louis Vuitton. You know, I love my dome-shaped bags, love my bolide bag from Hermes, but the reason why I'm talking about the Alma bag today is because I received a comment from one of you guys. I'll try and find the comment and insert it here, that you want me to talk about all the latest Alma bags on the Louis Vuitton website because you notice there are so many variations. And let's get to it, guys. Now, the Alma bag is a super classic bag from Louis Vuitton. It was said to be a special order from Coco Chanel herself. You know, who knows if that's true. I'm yet to find a photo of Coco Chanel holding an Alma bag. Let me know if you've ever found a photo of that, because everyone says that she used to carry it, but where's the evidence, guys? I need the evidence. And Pharrell's latest collection, I noticed there were a lot of Alma bags as well. I thought it was quite interesting. And then in terms of the pricing, Pharrell's Alma bags are a lot more expensive than the other leather Alma bags we've been seeing. So let's get into it. So the Alma East-West bag is a bag that is a new kind of shape for Louis Vuitton, although they have done it before in the early 2000s. I actually used to collect a lot of Louis Vuitton bags, and I had a Stephen Sprouse collection. Was it Stephen Sprouse? Yes, it was a graffiti collection one in an east-west shape, and I picked this up on eBay for a really good deal. I think it was like 600 Australian dollars, something really good, and it was in a leather finish with a print on it, and then the inside was microfiber. So they're bringing back this east-west silhouette, as many other brands are doing. If you look at the Dior East-West Lady Dior, Hermes are doing the Constance Elan, the shoulder Birkin. All that east-west silhouette is still going strong this year, the Y2K trend, and Pharrell has brought it back as well. Now, this particular Alma is made out of, I can't quite remember what it was called. It was like basin leather or bison leather. I don't think it was bison leather. Some new Louis Vuitton calf leather that Pharrell has invented, I think. Let me know if you know more about this leather, because it seems that bags in this particular leather are quite expensive. And what's interesting about this Alma bag is that it's a fabric interior, but then it's priced so high. So yeah, I don't quite know why this is priced so high, but it's just a black leather with an embossing on it. Maybe it's super limited. I have no idea. Then there's this other Alma 25, which is a new size for Louis Vuitton. Really interesting because Hermes just released a bolide 25 very recently as well for their 100th anniversary of the bolide. So this is a bolide 25. It's a new size for Hermes as well. So I'm going to guess that an Alma 25 is a similar kind of sizing to this. And they've just done a collaboration with an artist with some like faces on it. And it's in the more premium leather as well with the embossing. And it's $8,600. So they're really pricing the Alma quite high, whereas before maybe they weren't always this expensive. So they're kind of similar to the Speedy. Pharrell has made the Alma bags very expensive as well, which I find very interesting. Go to some of our more known Alma bags, like going back to the Alma BB in the Damier Ebene. This is probably one of the more popular ones. It's got the chocolatey looking leather on it. You know, I bought this bag back in 2019 for around 1,700 or 800 Australian dollars, I remember. And now it's gone up $1,000 since then. So fast forward to 2024, it's now 2,800 and something. So it has gone up significantly. But if you look at it compared to all the other bags on the Louis Vuitton website, the classic monogram and the Damier Ebene Alma is still actually priced reasonably, even though it has gone up a lot in price. These are still really popular. I sold mine because I don't know, I sold it because, I don't know, it wasn't really my style. And sometimes I find monogram hard to wear. So I think if I was going to buy an Alma bag again, I would go for a plain color. You could also go for the epi leather, which is just a little bit more expensive than the monogram. And not everybody loves epi leather either, because a lot of people say it has this plasticky finish, but to be honest, it's quite durable because of that. So it performs similar to coated canvas, I would say. But it's a bit more like less in your face, because not everybody likes a monogram canvas on their outfit. So the epi leather might be more versatile because it's just, you know, a black bag, or you can get it in a color. There's also a variation where you can get a guitar strap with it. Kind of goes, but then it's also a bit weird. I think there should be an option. Like, they should just sell guitar straps that you can add onto your bag, because I do sometimes like a guitar strap. It is more comfortable and it does casual down the Alma as well, which can look a little bit more ladylike. So I kind of get it. They're kind of trying to make it look more sporty and street vibe with the guitar strap. So from a styling perspective, it could work depending on what your style is if you're a very casual dresser. Yeah, like for example, I kind of like the guitar strap with the bubblegram variation. I think that's quite cute. If I was going to get an Alma in 2024, I'd probably go for the bubblegram because it's just very puffy and like girly, and you can get the bubblegram in really cute colors. Like there's a blue color, I think there's pink, and there's also even the black looks quite nice. And especially in the black, like you can still see the branding, but it's a little bit more subtle compared to like the classic monogram, and it's just a flat color, and I quite like how it has like a funky strap. So yeah, I don't know, I personally quite like the bubblegram, and the price of the bubblegram is not too bad compared to like Pharrell's Alma bags and then some of the other newer Alma bags that are coming out. So the bubblegram is in a calf skin, and I believe the interior is fabric. I can't quite remember actually. And yes, it's quilted, it's puffy. Now there's these other Alma bags that are quilted, and they're similar to the Go 1-4. They have the stretched diamond quilting, and these are in lambskin. $6,000 something. So they're like double the price of like an Epi one. No, like more. They're very expensive, these lambskin ones. And what makes these so expensive, I think it comes down to that they're lambskin. So lambskin tends to be a higher price than calfskin. And then there's quilting, which also adds to the cost. And you've got like the special kind of hardware on it, that little plate thing on the front. And then the interior is also fully leather lined. So it has a little bit more leather to it, which makes it more expensive. And also I assume that the quality of the leather is better and the feel of the leather is better. Whereas Epi is probably a cheaper grade of leather, which are just embossed and coated in plasticky stuff or some sort of coating. So these are a little bit more premium with the quilting. They look a little bit more sophisticated, a little bit more mature to me, a little bit more serious. And it's not, but for me personally, it's not my favorite. Like, it's a little bit too, like, serious looking. I prefer the bubblegram, which is a little bit more silly. I don't know, what do you think about the quilted ones, guys? I've heard that they're really nice in real life. Maybe I have to check it out in real life. But they just seem like, I don't know if I'm a big fan of that, like, stretched quilting. It does, like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, like, it's just a little bit too formal or mature looking to me. But yeah, it depends on your style. So the quilted one, it has like an airbrushed effect in the grey colour, and then there's a blue colour, and then there's a white with black contrast colour as well. And Louis Vuitton have done this before in the past too, by the way. They've done this kind of stretched diamond look. I think back in like seeing it 2015. Can't quite remember, but I know Alexa Chung had a bag like this. This isn't a new idea either. They've kind of taken it from the archives and made it quite expensive. Now, there's also a newer, like, there's a lot of, like, nano Alma bags coming out too, which wasn't always the case for Louis Vuitton. So there's new iterations of these mini ones. You can get the Epi one for $2,950. It comes in a lot of cute colors. It's not a bad price, but, you know, it's a very little bag. And then you can also get a new variation of the nano Alma in a canvas, but it's like a white canvas with like a black trim. And this one for some reason is more expensive than the Epi in the leather. I don't know why the canvas is more expensive than the Epi, but maybe because it's limited edition. And I think this color would be quite popular because a lot of people like their creamy white bags, and it's kind of like a creamy monogram. It's not my favorite. It's okay, but yeah, the inside is a fabric. I don't know why. This doesn't really look like it's worth it to me, but whatever, guys. You can go for the Alma PM, and then there's even like a bigger ones like a GM. I would highly recommend looking on the pre-love market if you're not afraid to. I mean, the pre-love market is also very risky, but usually the Alma PM and the GM don't hold value. So I would really look at the resale market and see if you can pick one up for a really good deal, because yeah, they tend to be much more affordable. And if you're somebody who only likes to buy bags from the boutique, well, I will say that like bigger bags are definitely trending this year. If you look at like a lot of the bags on the runway shows and like what influencers are wearing, they're all wearing these big sack of bags. So the PM size and the GM size you might also opt for in the future. There's even a Alma Travel GM, which is really interesting. It has a fabric interior. This one's $7,300. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of ugly. I'm not a huge fan of that one. And then finally, oh guys, this one is really cute. This is a cupcake Alma bag, very Y2K. So it's definitely tapping into their archives as well, especially like with the stud trim, which really reminds me of like the Murakami Alma bags used to be produced. This one is 4,400. It has the verni leather. Inside is fabric. You got the hair clip and then the little studs. It's a really cute bag. Verni leather is not the easiest to maintain. If you're in a hotter climate, it can get sticky, it can discolor, so I would be careful about that too, and especially with the vachetta trim, I mean, that's also something that's going to change color, so this bag isn't going to look like this forever. It's going to change over time. Even if you don't use it, it will go dark, or even the pink might change. If you look at verni pieces on the pre-love market, some of the colors change, they go yellow, they go weird. So it depends on how you keep your bag. If you store it in a cool climate, if you know how to look after your bags, then you can kind of preserve this bag, but it wouldn't be as durable as like getting an epi bag, that's for sure. So I would say out of all the Almas, honestly, probably the most versatile one is the epi black one. That one will just be so easy to wear. Second, it might be the Damier Ebene one with the chocolatey finish. But this print is not going to be for everyone, and it's very obviously Louis Vuitton, so not everyone might like it. Like, and also it's very popular, so maybe if you're somebody who likes more unique styles, this might not be your style. So in that case, I would go for maybe one of the colors, like, you know, an epi one in a yellow color, or I'd go for the bubblegram. I personally really like. I think that's really cute. Although that puffy kind of quilted look is very trending, so it is a little bit more trendy looking as well. If you want to play it safe, I'd go for probably just the plain epi. Or if you want to get the latest, hottest thing, well, you got to go for the Pharrell collection. That is like the look at the moment. And he has his special new leather, but you'll have to fork out $7,650 for the East-West style. Now, I am gonna, hopefully I would have inserted the US pricing as well, but, you know, I just always talk about Australian pricing because that's what I know, so yes. Anyways, guys, let me know, are any of these Alma bags tempting you? Are there any other particular bags you want me to do a video on? And all your suggestions really help me, so yes. Thank you for watching my video today, and I'll talk to you guys on my next one. Bye!